Hey, good evening to you, and welcome back here once again at the campus of Montana Tech, Valley Bank Arena, as the Digs getting ready to take on Mayville. Frontier Conference action here as these two will meet for the second time in Frontier Conference play. Paul Panisco, the lovely and talented John Thatcher, ladies and gentlemen.
Extremely talented.
Yep, very that too. Then lovely too.
Just ask him if you don't believe him.
We're getting ready for game 2 of our doubleheader here on Digger Vision. JT, the ladies of Montana Tech rolled in the opener. What are you expecting here from our nightcap this evening, my friend?
Well, it looks like they played a pretty strong game when they played the first time. So I want to see the adjustments the coaches make, the changes that they make in the game. Tech on a 3-game losing streak, which is unheard of in here, and especially in their own building. So I want to see how well they get back on track and what intensity level they come out with here tonight.
Well, let's talk about these two teams here for a moment as we get started. Let me pull up our side-by-side, but I'll also give you an idea of records, things like that. For Mayville, they come in 5-5 overall. They're 1-4 in Frontier Conference play. Their one win in conference play was over Valley City back on November 18th. They won 85-82. They have losses to Montana Tech, 75-63 the first time they played back at their place. Lost to Western, at Dakota State, and at Bellevue. Those are their 4 losses in Frontier Conference play as of right now. On the other side, Montana Tech 8-3 overall, 2-3 in Frontier Conference play. As you mentioned, the Digs have lost their last 3 straight, all 3 here at home. When they went, it was over 2 years, I think, without losing here on this floor. It has been an interesting week, especially when you factor in, on this floor earlier today, we had our graduation, our commencement ceremony here for the last semester. So that has taken this floor here for, the last couple of days. So the Digs have been removed. They've been down at East Middle School, I believe, the last couple of days practicing. Kind of throwing a wrench in their home system, if you will, as well. But we'll see how this Montana Tech team responds and gets ready for this one here against Mayville tonight.
When I was coaching, when we had to change venues to practice, I really enjoyed that. We did most of our practices at Butte Central or at Butte High School. But then a lot of times we'd have to, because of whatever was taking place, you'd have to go to the Civic Center and practice for a week. And to me, it was a nice change. I don't know, it gives you a different vision of life a little bit, basketball life anyway. So I don't see that as being a problem.
You look at this Comet team, they're a high-scoring team, averaging over 86 points a game. Montana Tech at 81. Shooting percentages both awful high, as the Digs shooting over 52%. The Comets come in at shooting 51%. And then, honestly, even the defensive numbers are pretty darn close to one another as you're looking at the Comets allowing their opponents to shoot 42%. Tech just under 42%. And really, number-wise, things are awfully close from top to bottom on that between the Orediggers and the Comets.
So whoever plays the best defense tonight, obviously they got scorers. Let's see who's going to D up tonight. That's the key to this game.
Well, again, thanks for joining us as we are here on Digger Vision, Frontier Conference action, as Montana Tech hosting Mayville State. Let's take a look here at your Mayville starters, or at least the expected starters here tonight. Isaiah Crane. Oh, hold on a second. Nope. Go ahead and totally disregard that, JT. As
wrong team.
That was the Carroll team.
Yes, I know. I was going to say Crane plays for Carroll. Did he transfer already?
It would appear that that's not the case. Yeah. Oh well. Am I fired?
Not by me.
Okay.
I couldn't do what you do. You're too good at it.
We are getting ready for the start of this one again. This Mayville State team comes in here. As we take a look, Mayville has lost their last 4, all of those in Frontier Conference play. Their one Frontier victory coming over Valley City, 85-82 on November 18th. From there, again, this is the second time we'll see these guys, and then there's a real chance we won't see them again this year. As remember, the Frontier Conference basketball tournament will be held here in Butte, Montana. And the top 8 teams will advance. So obviously there is a whole lot of basketball yet to be played. But we'll see kind of what shakes out of these two teams here over the next several weeks and as we make our way towards the conclusion of Frontier Conference play.
Well, this is a pressure game for Mayville State. If you're saying that the top 8 teams are going to the tournament, 4 other ones are staying home, and they've lost 4 in a row, they've got to have a win here tonight. It's real critical.
What about Montana Tech? What's important for them? Obviously, you lose 3 straight at home. You're going to be in your heads an awful lot after the last 2 weekends. What's important for them mentally and just kind of get into their game? How do you do that in the first 5 minutes of this ball game?
Head coaches know the issues, and they know, and it's already been discussed. It's not even in their heads right now. You lost 3, you can't have them back, and it's like having a girlfriend. Once you lose her, she doesn't want you back, and Coach Hyatt has gotten this ironed out. You're going to see that tonight. They're going to play, and they didn't play bad. They lost 3 real close games down the stretch. One overtime or 2 overtime games they ended up losing. So teams are going to show, anytime you're this good, teams are aware, players are aware, they're going to show up to compete with you. So you have got to reciprocate and compete every bit as harder than you normally do.
So we are about to get our Montana Tech starting 5. Your look at the starting 5 for Montana Tech. As you take a peek through here, Carson Peffer, Cam Lawrence, Hayden Decons, of course, all of it runs through Hayden. Braden Cook, the sharpshooter, and Big Rhett down on the interior. Your starting 5 here for Montana Tech here tonight. But talking to Coach Hyatt earlier today, we're going to see the same starting 5, but it feels like we're going to see a much different rotation off the bench here today and possibly moving forward.
Well, that wouldn't surprise me a bit. I really like that freshman. He would start for me. I'm not going to lie to you. This kid can play. So it's going to be interesting to see if he gets early usage right away and how much playing time he's going to come up with.
Cam Lawrence is out first. Hayden Braden Cook is next for the Digs. As those two, both Montana born and bred, and certainly a big part of this team. Rhett Reynolds out on the floor as well. The big man down in the block. Next out, Carson Peffer. Peffer really had a nice weekend this past weekend. Felt like he almost grabbed a little bit of leadership on the floor at times. Kind of was running things through him. I thought Carson played well. And then, of course, Hayden Decons, the heart and soul of this basketball team. We're only, 3 weeks into Frontier Conference play, and I'll tell you, he has taken a beating. And really, honestly, it presents kind of a wonder and kind of a worry to see if he can take that kind of physical play if they continue to keep it at that level until March.
Yeah, on the other side of the coin, they're using him at point a lot, and that really puts wear and tear on your body over a full season also. So they don't have that true point guard to put out there and move him to the wing when he's spectacular.
Yeah. So we are ready to roll here. Once again, thanks for joining us. The Comets coming to town to take on the Orediggers. Comets 5-7 overall, 1-4 in Frontier Conference play. Tech comes in 8-3 overall and 2-3 in Frontier Conference action. As we're ready to go forward, going to tip it off with the Montana Tech's Rhett Reynolds. The Digs will control it first. Into the offensive side, Decons. Near side, Braden Cook. Cook eyed the 3 for a moment, passes it out on the far right wing. Baseline take, double team by Peffer, out to Decons. He's going to pop the 3. Decons strokes it.
Yeah, he's improved his 3-point shot, took his time.
Diggs get on the board first. Montana Tech leading 3-0. Ford up top, moving to his left. Hands it off there to Smith. Smith drives into the lane. He'll go down to the baseline to Brandt. Brandt through. Skyhook, left hand, no good. Rhett Reynolds will grab the loose ball.
Solid defense by Decons on the drive.
Decons to Reynolds. Reynolds moves it here on the near side. Lawrence around the screen. Drives into the high post. Moves it out. Peffer for 3. Won't go. Partially tipped. Here comes Sunday back the other way. Nice pass. Nice block. Rhett Reynolds swats it. Sunby got it into Ford, and Reynolds slapped it off the glass. Tech in transition. Pass up top to Cook. Now it goes inside to Lawrence. Lawrence, double team. Braden Cook. Decons, as he'll move it across. Send him in motion. Nice move by Peff to the baseline. He'll hand it off to Decons. Decons in traffic, lost it, out of bounds. And they will say Montana Tech basketball.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're trying to, because of the size of the point guard, I'm thinking 5'8", maybe.
Maybe.
And he's having to go, everybody out there is bigger than him. They're trying to take advantage of it, but they're doubling hard so that he doesn't get in trouble.
Montana Tech, the inbound to Decons, fires, shot clock violation. Sunbee.
Tell you what, that's great help defensively because that's the first thing I would want to do because he's guarding guys a foot or more bigger than him.
Sunbee at 5'8" on paper, brings it across the timeline, moves it up to Ford. Ford dribbling left, goes there to Bowen. Bowen Webb pulls up, his shot no good, and that's going to go out of bounds. Tech basketball. Looks like Comets going to bring full court pressure.
Going to go man-to-man, full court. No, 1-2-2.
Braden Cook. Cross to Decons. Decons into the offensive zone. Brett Reynolds. 2 minutes gone here in this opening half. Montana Tech leading 3-0. Lawrence into the paint. Moves it to Decons, now to Cook. Cook gets a little bit of an opening. Fires and gets it. Braden Cook knocks down the three.
All he needs is a little bit of opening.
That's it. If he gets it started early, good luck. Braden Cook is shooting, what are we looking at here? 38% from the three-point line. As they go to the ground, possession arrow will favor the Comets, and the first minutes of the day for Levi Torgerson. So Levi Torgerson will get on the floor for the first time this year. Of course, Torgerson, first-team All-American at receiver, and his name is had better be in the conversation for National Player of the Year in the NAIA ranks.
Absolutely, it's in conversation.
Long-range three is up, back of the rim, no good. Decons with a rebound. So Levi Torgerson with his first minutes here tonight. Around a screen, Decons. They'll set a screen up top. Cross-court pass. Cook for three. Cook gets another one.
Great design play. Nice screen by Reynolds to get him wide open.
Tech leading 9-0. Smith drives into the lane, pulls up, fires. That one no good. Rebound goes to the ground, picked up Decons. Tech in transition. Pass knocked out of bounds. Good hustle that time by Bowen Webb on the far side.
I love Decon's ability to see the entire court. That was a great idea. Just a little lengthy pass, though, a little too far.
Montana Tech, 3 of 4 from the three-point line already here in this first couple minutes. Braden Cook, 2 of 2. Decons is 1 of 1. Tech into the offensive side, Torgerson. He'll hand it off there. Peffer, down in the block it goes. Into the ball game for Montana Tech is Venema. Three-point shot, Cook again. Braden Cook, ladies and gentlemen. Cook is 3 of 3 from downtown. Baseline take to the rack. It's up and down for Bowen Webb.
Got him on transition. Coach wants to talk about it.
16:39 left to play here in the first half. Montana Tech leading 12-2.
Coach Hyatt really unhappy with transition defense there.
Very unhappy. 16:39 left to play here in this first half. Montana Tech leading 12-2. The Digs 4 of 5 from downtown. Braden Cook 3 of 3.
Well, if he makes 3 every 3.5 minutes, he's going to have a lot of points tonight.
Yeah. On the other side for Mayville, they are 1 of 6 from the floor. Lone basket going to Bowen Webb as of right now. And after the timeout, again, Coach Hyatt very upset with the transition defense that time.
Yep, he's still talking about it.
Cook will inbound to Torgerson. Torgerson behind the back will bring her across the timeline. Levi Torgerson moves it near side. Decons. Decons goes to the baseline, picks up his dribble. Wanted to spin baseline, brings it up to Ethan Venema. Venema's had a really nice start to his season. Peffer makes his way down the right side of the paint, steps through, passes out. Hayden Decon steps right, pops the three, won't go. Venema with the offensive glass and the putback and the foul.
Big time rebound. That is a tremendous rebound.
And he's one of those guys that puts himself in the right spot for rebounds. It just seems like everything bounces towards him.
Well, he took advantage of that one.
He's done a really nice job this year getting the season underway. Checking in for Montana Tech is Asher Williams getting his first minutes, the freshman.
I'd say Venema has been a pleasant surprise for Coach Hyatt and his staff.
Very much so. Venema, the junior out of Manhattan Christian. And the Digs lead 15-2. Comets into the offensive side. Bowen Webb with it. He has the lone field goal thus far for the Comets. Bowen Webb moves it here on the right side. Perry out on the edge to Brandt. Brandt pulls up from the foul line. Won't go. Offensive rebound, good positioning. They'll bring it back up. Fresh shot clock. Brandt, step back, fire, no good. And Peffer comes out with the rebound. Peffer, bounce pass. Here come the Digs in transition. Decons up top, Venema. Actually, no, excuse me, it's Asher Williams. Williams, big contact, puts it down.
Love how he took that to the body to get that score.
Boy, he is just so smooth shooting the ball. Pull-up jumper from the elbow, won't go. That one's tipped out. Montana Tech basketball. Good recovery by Williams to get out and get that. Montana Tech leading 17-2 here in the opening minutes. Bounce pass, moves it out left side. Peffer, a little bit behind Decons, but he'll still take it to the rack. It won't go. But Peffer is Decons is fouled by Darius Brandt.
Tech's movement is exceptional tonight.
14:53 left to play here in this first half. Montana Tech leading 17-2. The Digs up over the Comets. We have a timeout on the floor, so with it, we'll take one. We're back here in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jessica Reisig, an orthopedic surgeon here in Butte, Montana with specialty training in foot and ankle. I chose orthopedic surgery because I get to actively help my patients enjoy their lives. The human body in general is just really amazing. The way everything works as a unit, the way the bones, tendons, muscles all work to function and just make people move is something that I've always found incredibly fascinating. And there's nothing more rewarding than seeing a patient get better because of the work we did together.
Back here once again at the campus of Montana Tech. The Digs up over the Comets, just coming out on fire. They lead 17-2. Montana Tech shooting 75% in this opening frame. They're 6 of 8 from the floor, 4 of 6 from downtown. On the other side, Mayville 1 of 9 from the floor and 0 of 1 from the three-point line.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of an explosion right off the bat, and Mayville State's got to get some scoring in here a little bit if they want to climb back in this.
So the Digs leading 17-2. They're led by Braden Cook. As Cook right now has 9 points. He has not missed a shot. 3 of 3 from downtown. As we come out onto the floor after the timeout here, Venema, Williams, also out. Josh Kulonjis will see his first minutes, as will Connor Mashad and Hayden Decons.
I love the intensity both these teams bring to the table.
Or it feels like no horn, maybe? Something happened there with the timeout. So we'll get the whistle and we'll come out on the floor. Oh, it looks like there was something up. Originally, we had 17-2 on the scoreboard. So that's what the discussion happened, was adding on to here. Diggs leading 16-2. Decon's at the line looking to make it 17. Southpaw knocks it down. So Decons gets the first. He'll get the ball for a second attempt, averaging 17 a game. He's 62% from the foul line. And second, hits the front of the iron, no good. And back the other way come the Comets. Around the screen, driving is Griffin. Griffin to the baseline, moves it out on the edge. Three-point shot is up and out, no good. Rebound, Coulanges. Coulanges with the rebound. Montana Tech into the zone. Pass near side, Williams. Venema. Venema back here on the near wing. Mashad now to Coulanges. They'll lob it down inside, Connor Mashad. Mashad has the ball stripped away. Comets will get the turnover in transition.
Mashad's movement on the move was too slow. He's got to go.
Aiden Decons nearly gets the steal. That one will step out of bounds. Decons will get a breather. Substitutions here for the Digs as Cam Lawrence will come in. Also into the ball game for his first minutes is going to be Marley Gonzalez. So the big man sets himself underneath the basket. Comets will look to bring it in. Comets one basket thus far. Bowen Webb with the points. Baseline intercepted Cam Lawrence. Read it well, and here come the Digs in transition. Mashad moves it around right side. Around a screen. Coulanges attacks. Shot partially blocked. Looks like he tried to pass it at the last second. The other way we go, Moore. In traffic. Nice body up by Gonzalez. Long range three won't go, but Coulanges going to be called to the foul. Going to the foul line is going to be Isaiah Smith. 13:40 left to play here in the first half. All Montana Tech right now. As Mayville 1 of 10 from the floor. And Smith a chance to grab some points here. He'll shoot three. Smith. First is on its way, no good.
All the little kids down there under the basket screaming at the free throw shooter. I love.
Smith. See what he is. Looks like 72% from the foul line. And he gets number 2 through. Diggs leading 17-3 here in this first half of basketball. Smith gets the ball for attempt number 2. Or attempt number 3, my apologies. Math and I aren't friends. So Smith gets 2 of 3, and they'll come with full court man here again. Pass to Lawrence. Lawrence to Mashad. Mashad hands it off. Coulanges dribbling right, comes back here on the near side to Mashad, inside to Gonzalez. Good give and go, back to Mashad, it's right hand up and in.
Gonzalez is a great passer from the post position.
15-point advantage for the Digs, spinning on the baseline. Pass goes out on the left side, Griffin. Dribbles out up top. Get a little separation. Pass goes left there to Perry. Perry. Back to Griffin. Shot clock down to 7. Griffin moving left, pops it up top. 3 ball comes up short, and that's going to go out of bounds. They'll say out of bounds off of Asher Williams.
Yeah, they missed that one. That was clearly off the opponent.
12:52 left to play here in the first half. Montana Tech up by 15. The Digs shooting 70%. Mayville at 9% as of right now. They're 1 of 11. Pass up top. Bowen Webb. He has the lone field goal thus far. Bowen Webb setting it up on the offensive side. Good pass underneath in traffic. They wave the shot. We're going to get a whistle and a shove call.
I don't know what Tech was in that time. They had the big man in the middle of the key. It looks like they were in a 1-3-1, but I think I don't ever see them playing zone very often, so I'll have to keep an eye on that.
Okay. 12:39 left to play in the first half. Comets trying to spark something here. Lob pass, that's going to go into the back. It was tipped.
Should be an over and back.
Dribbling left with it, Bowen Webb. Bowen Webb into the paint. Pull-up jumper is short. Gonzalez grabs the rebound. Tech the other way. Comets just can't buy one right now. 1 of 12 shooting thus far. Tech inside Gonzalez. Marley puts it down with the right hand. Skyhook off the glass, won't go. Defensive rebound, Perry. Perry will bring it down the floor. Comets 4 wide, 1 in the paint. Driving, and that's going to be a travel call.
That was outstanding defense to stop that shot.
Big time. Smith, nowhere to go that time. Reynolds back in. Gonzalez will check out. A 15-point lead for Montana Tech. And they are in control right now. Again, Mayville just can't get anything to go. They're 1 of 12 from the floor. Koulanges into the offensive side around a high screen. Instead, stays on the right side of it. Mashad now into Reynolds. Reynolds spins back to his left, puts up the shot. We're going to get a plethora of whistles.
Tech is just doing about anything they want right now.
Silas Arvizu will pick up the personal. And Reynolds at the line.
Comets are just a little bit off their game. I imagine after all this travel and all the week they had with bad weather, it's affecting their playing ability.
First for Reynolds, off the back of the rim, no good. Look at Rhett's numbers so far on the year, averaging a little over 7 points a game. He's a 65% free throw shooter. His high water mark so far this year is 11 points. His second free throw attempt is off the back of the rim, no good. That one's tipped up top. Decons will grab it. Tech. Reynolds looking left, passes that way to Cook. Cook. Bounce pass, nice feed into Reynolds. His shot no good. Decons tips that one. Here come the Comets. Bowen Webb, shot off the glass, no. Great defensive pressure back. Decons comes out with it. Braden Cook fakes the pass to the rack, no.
Tech has gone cold all of a sudden. Great transition.
Bowen Webb, shot blocked by Decon, saved by Connor Mashad. Tremendous play on the defensive side. Cam Lawrence for 3.
You got us a horse race here. They are both going and crazy.
3 ball up and in there for Brandt. So Brandt knocks down the jumper. His first field goal. And that is only the second field goal of the night here for the Comets, almost at the midway point of the first half. Tech leading 19-7. Lawrence bounce pass. Mashad for 3, no good. Yeah, the saran wrap is over the rim here for Montana Tech currently. Step back, 3-point shot, well short. And Tech will get it back. Mayville is 2 of 16 from the floor, and more importantly, 1 of 6 from the 3-point line. Lawrence will get a breather. Back in, Levi Torgerson.
You know, did they stay here last night, or
Nope.
did they get here today? They've been
my
on the
understanding, my understanding, they left Billings this morning.
So they got to drive 210 miles besides play the game and have to stay overnight.
Through Peffer's hands, into Cook. Near side, Reynolds. Reynolds moves it up top to Peffer. Peffer spins back to his left, double team, ball stripped away, good defense. That one's loose on the ground, picked up Bowen Webb. Bowen Webb gets it back. Webb going to his left side, and that's going to be a hip check.
Hockey.
2 minutes. Carson Peffer lean the cheek into him, and that's going to be a timeout on the floor. Montana Tech leading 19-7. Frontier Conference basketball here on Digger Vision. With a timeout, we'll take one. We're back here in just a minute. 19-7, Montana Tech with the lead over the Comets out of Mayville State. Frontier Conference action here as we make our way through a Saturday. Montana Tech on fire early shooting, and that has changed drastically here over the last 5-6 minutes. As the Digs shooting 43% from the floor, Mayville at 12% from the floor thus far.
Yeah, Tech was pretty stable there for 3 or 4 minutes, and then all of a sudden they're playing the same type of game that Mayville is right now. And slow down, run your offense.
Mayville looking to bring it in. They do so in the lane, and that's going to be a whistle and a foul. As going to the ground is Darius Brandt, 6'6" junior out of Brooklyn, New York.
Reynolds should be guarding the inbounds because of the size differential.
Tech by 12. The inbound pass tipped. Braden Cook. He has easy access, and Cook will hammer it home. Braden Cook has 10 points. 3-point shot on the way, no good. Rebound, Reynolds.
Not the shot you should have taken.
Torgerson brings it into the offensive side. Torgy, bounce pass, moves it here on the near side. They'll move it around the horn to Cook. Cook, 10 points. Spins. Back out right side. Decons. Look towards the baseline. He'll move it out to Cook. Cook spins. Fires. Won't go, but we're going to get a whistle and a foul.
Got him on the elbow.
Bowen Webb will pick up the personal. And Braden Cook will go to the stripe. Sharpshooter out of Helena averages just under 16 a game. 51% from the floor, 37% from the three-point line.
Yeah, he was born to be a shooter. This kid can shoot it.
77% from the foul line on the year. His first tier is good. His high water mark on the year, and I believe for his career to this point, is 31 points. And he'll get the ball for attempt number 2. Braden Cook. Second is up and in. Tech leading 23-7. Across the timeline, Sunby. Collision up top, handoff. 3-point shot, no good.
Too deep when you're down this many.
Mayville 1 of 7 from the 3-point line. Decons, Venema. Back to Decons. Decons calling for help up top. He'll hand it off. 3-point shot is on the way. That one's going to go wide right for Carson Peffer.
Comets were in the zone from that possession.
Baseline spinning out. Brandt. Darius Brandt moves it up top. Bowen Webb. 3-point shot is on the way. Long. Peffer with the rebound. He'll push the pace. Peffer into the offensive zone. Moves it across to Torgy. Back to Peffer. Carson Peffer. Bodies up. Ball stripped away for a moment. Moves it out to Decons. Decons pops the 3. Comes up short. Comets in transition. Bowen Webb for 3. No good. Venema with a rebound. Coach Hyatt slows him down.
Yeah, absolutely. Both teams need to slow down.
Yeah. Under 8 minutes left to play here in the first half. Peffer, near side, Braden Cook. Cook leads everybody with a dozen right now. Bounce pass goes into Peffer. Carson Peffer turns from 12, no good. Offensive rebound, Decons. He goes up one-handed, puts it down. Montana Tech leading 25-7. Decons, 4 points, 6 rebounds. Around a screen up top. Brandt hands it off. 3-point shot. Good. Knocking down the 3 is Isaiah Smith. 5 points on the night for Smith. Montana Tech the other way. Diggs across the timeline. Levi Torgerson. Near side, Braden Cook. Now up top, Venema. Venema to Decons. 3-point shot, Braden Cook. That one comes up just short. And in transition come the Comets. That's going to be a travel call.
Yep.
6:49 left to play here in the first half. Montana Tech leading 25-10. Frontier Conference action here on a Saturday. Asher Williams will check in for Montana Tech, as does Josh Kulonges. As Kulonjis gets the inbound. Into the offensive side. Kulonjis looking right, passes that way to Peffer. Peffer feeds it inside to Venema. Venema down to the baseline, spins to the left hand, switches, puts up the jumper and gets it. 5 points for Ethan Venema. The other way, that one will roll in. Good pass inside to Fell.
You don't see Tech get beat on transition often, and that was a great offensive take.
Kulonjis. Tech by 15. Venema near side. Asher Williams looks good, comes up just short. Rebound by the Comets. In transition, taken away Hayden Decons, but he's going to step out of bounds. What a play. The kid is just a freak. Like, I don't, he is so athletic.
He is a freak. He is athletic, and I'll tell you what, nobody else could do what he just did.
No.
To think of that in the air, to throw the ball back in bounds. He stepped on the line, no question, but that's a brilliant play.
That's insane. Tech by 15.
Human beings are not supposed to be able to do that.
He will get the opportunity to head north and play in Fort Benton next week, as Montana Tech will have a non-conference exhibition up there. Certainly looking forward to that. In the lane, pull-up jumper is up and in for Darius Brandt.
Nothing you can do about that shot. Fall-away jumper looked great.
Inbound pass, Kulonjis. Tech by 13. See if the Comets start to heat up here. Around a screen by Gonzalez. They'll kick it out on the edge. Mashad now into Gonzalez. Marley bodies up. Marley with a right hand, checks back. Trying to find space. Sky hook comes up short. Tipped out. And that is back the other way we go.
Too long to get the shot off.
Comets. 14-foot jumper, no good. Williams with a rebound. Montana Tech shooting 40%. Mayville up to 21%. Marley underneath. Gonzalez goes up, draws the foul. He lost the handle on that briefly right when he got it, or else it would have been an easy up and in. He fought to get possession back and draws the whistle. 4:58 left to play here in the first half. Montana Tech leading 27-14. Frontier Conference action here on Digger Vision. We're back here in just a minute.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jessica Reisig, an orthopedic surgeon here in Butte, Montana with specialty training in foot and ankle. I chose orthopedic surgery because I get to actively help my patients enjoy their lives. The human body in general is just really amazing. The way everything works as a unit, the way the bones, tendons, muscles all work to function and just make people move is something that I've always found incredibly fascinating. And there's nothing more rewarding than seeing a patient get better because of the work we did together.
(27-14), Montana Tech with the lead over the Comets. As the Comets trying to dig out of the hole that they have put themselves in, just with their shooting percentage was actually single digits there for a few. They hovered in the low teens for probably 7, maybe 8 minutes, and now they're up to 20%. Montana Tech, on the other hand, started at 60 to 70%. They're back down to 40% here after a string of misses to this point.
Well, they want to push the ball, and they're not afraid to shoot the three off it, but they've taken some shots that if I was over on the bench, we'd have talked about that.
Marley Gonzalez at the line, knocks down his first.
And the reason I'm not over on the bench, I'm not good enough to be over on the bench.
Gonzalez gets the ball for attempt number 2. His first point here of the night. Marley's second is up and good. And I talk about it every time he plays. He has such soft hands for a big physical post.
He's really a good passer out of there, too.
Shot blocked. Gonzalez falling away, gets rid of it. Montana Tech basketball.
Gonzalez, good job of just getting his hands straight up.
Lunges across to Gonzalez. Gonzalez gets separation. His shot won't go. Rebound. Comets quickly the other way. Comets step through. Nice take, but it won't fall. It goes out of bounds. Tech ball. Boy, I'm shocked that we have had actually one shot clock violation, to be honest. This thing has been an absolute track meet back and forth.
Somebody walked the ball down the floor then if there was a shot. I remember it, but the way these two teams are pushing the ball, it's crazy.
Tech by 15. They've led by as much as 18, and they have led the entirety of this ball game thus far. Braden Cook, leading scorer on the floor with a dozen. Connor Machad, they'll lob it into Decons. Decons brings his defender off his feet, and a turnover will go to the Comets. Down the floor, right side, Moore. Left wing, looked at pick and roll. Now they feed it on the inside. Shot is up, no good. Boy, Comets just can't buy one.
Well, he bumped him off, but threw his shot off also.
Decons, bounce pass near side, Reynolds. Reynolds dribbles up toward the top of the horn. Back here on the near side, Cam Lawrence. Lawrence into the lane. Nice pass, and that's an easy up and in. High percentage shot as Reynolds rolls it in.
My favorite percentage as a coach, dunk it. Let's get a win.
17-point advantage. Pass goes down in the left corner, taken away. Montana Tech basketball. Now that one's poke checked away. Cook down to Machad. Machad across. Lawrence saves it. Machad gets it back. He'll attack. His shot won't go. And again, just running the floor. Down to Moore. Moore's shot no good. Montana Tech basketball.
Both teams playing out of control right now. And this smart thing right here, settle down and run your stuff.
Into the offensive side, Montana Tech basketball. 2:50 left to play in the first half. Boy, no flow in this ball game as of yet. Near side, Cook. Reynolds back to Cook. He'll lob it into Decons. Decons in the lane. Nice pass to Rhett Reynolds again. Everybody follows the ball, leaves Rhett Reynolds wide open, and he gets the easy two.
Yeah, he did a good job of crossing the key on the baseline, left him all alone.
19-point advantage for Montana Tech, their biggest lead of the day. 3-point shot, no good. Montana Tech rebound. Tech, 6 more rebounds than Mayville as of right now. In the lane, Decons out to Cook. Cook for 3, and Cook drains it. Cook gets another one. He has 15 points. Montana Tech leads 36-14. 2:06 left to play here in this first half. It's a short timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here. The Digs all over the Comets, here in this first half.
Well, the Comets play a style of basketball. They want to push. They want to push the ball. They want to play aggressive. The problem is they're not shooting the ball very well tonight, and when you got a team that runs, it's really tough to slow them down and get into their stuff, and Tech's playing great defense. But one of the things that a team like this does to you, it forces you to play that style of basketball, and Tech's gone through spurts where they've actually tried to run up and down, hurried shots, made some mistakes, and you got to mentally correct that as a coach one way or the other. I don't think the Comets are going to slow down. That's what this team's designed for. Tech has the ability to slow down and run disciplined plays.
Yeah. Digs up 36-14. 2:06 left to play here in this first half. Montana Tech led by Braden Cook with 15. Levi Torgerson out on the floor again, as is Asher Williams. Mayville, Devin Griffin into the offensive side to Smith. Back to Griffin. Left side, Bowen Webb.
Tech in a 2-3 zone.
Bounce pass, they enter into the high post. Step back, jump shot is up and out. Long rebound tipped, controlled by Mayville. 22-point advantage. Trimming that is Christian Bowen Webb. Bowen Webb with 5 points on the day. And they'll bring pressure. That one out of bounds, and it will be Mayville basketball.
That was a correct call. It went off his leg.
1:31 left to play here in this first half. Montana Tech up 36-17. Comets will inbound here. Smith. Pass comes in as Griffin controls. Griffin near side. Smith. Handoff will go to Bowen Webb. Bowen Webb. Pass goes down in the deep corner. Baseline take. Nice wraparound shot that time by Ollie Fell.
That was a strong move.
Fell, 4 points on the night. He's 2 of 4 shooting the basketball. 1:03 left to play in the first half. Torgy. Cross-court pass in the deep corner. Peffer drives. Moves it across to Torgerson. Peffer. Bounce pass now to Williams. Williams will reverse it up and get it.
Williams was open on the baseline the whole time that ball was being moved.
Asher Williams, 4 points. Montana Tech doubling up the Comets right now, 38-19. Comets, far left side with it is Fell.
That's a travel.
Through the lane, attack, shot no good. Tech basketball.
Outstanding job of protecting the rim.
Torgerson will hold on to it. Into the offensive side we come.
Torgerson's amazing. He's not even in basketball shape. He's a football player. This is amazing how well he's playing.
And we're going to talk about that at half, honestly. 19-point advantage, Levi Torgerson. Pass to Peffer. Peffer spins, goes up, ball comes out. Tech basketball with 1.1 second remaining in the first half.
Enough time on the clock to catch and shoot.
Braden Cook will come in.
I got a feeling who's going to catch and shoot.
Maybe.
Yep. Well, guess what? I'm a coach. He's going to catch and shoot it. He's getting it.
Carson Peffer will look to inbound. Braden Cook gets open. He'll turn. Fires. Shot is up and out.
Did I call that, baby, or what?
20 minutes gone here in this one. Montana Tech leading 38-19. Frontier Conference action here on Digger Vision. We'll take a break. We'll give you the numbers and more after this.
Hi, I'm Matt Steppen, Athletic Director at Montana Tech, and I want to welcome all members of the Orediggers family, past, present, and future, to the brand new Montana Tech Hyper Complex. We're excited to announce a modernization project that will enhance the experience on campus for all students, faculty, staff, and the entire Orediggers community. With a state-of-the-art hyper facility, our Montana Tech students and athletic programs will experience an athletics facility like no other in the NAIA. Excited to present to you the future of Montana Tech athletics.
Hey, welcome back here once again to the campus of Montana Tech as the Digs up over the Comets, 38-19, JT. They came out, shot lights out early. The Comets couldn't buy a basket, it felt like forever. But, you know, Montana Tech cooled off a little bit, and then we just got into a track meet, it felt like, for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was crazy. I don't know what the turnover ratio was on each team, but Tech actually got caught up in the same style of basketball as the Comets were playing, and I think the Comets are playing a little bit out of control as a coach. Their shot selection's got to be a little better. They're hurrying their shots, which anytime you push the ball as much as a team like this, you're going to shoot some shots that maybe some coaches wouldn't like. College coaches seem to think it's all right. I don't. And now you're down 19 points. You got to figure out a way to put it all back together, and sometimes you got to be a lot more patient on offense when you're digging a grave for yourself.
As we take a look here, Mayville as a team shooting 21% so far in the first half. They're 7 of 33 from the floor, 3 of 12 from downtown, shooting 25% from the arc there in the first 20 minutes of play. Individually, actually, we'll get to those in a minute. Let's continue with team numbers for a minute. Mayville, 20 total rebounds. 3 of those are offensive. They have 3 second chance points, and 8 of their 19 points have come in the paint so far here in the first half. They also have 5 turnovers in that frame. Honestly, I would have thought that number was going to be bigger.
I thought we'd have 10 or more.
Yeah, completely with you. Montana Tech right now shooting 42.4% from the floor, 31% from the three-point line. As a team, the Digs have 6 more rebounds than Mayville as of right now. 26 total rebounds, 4 of those are offensive. They have 5 second chance points and 18 points in the paint for Montana Tech so far in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, they're getting to the basket, no question about it. How many turnovers does Tech have? They
have 4.
Yeah, I was going to say they don't have a lot, but I guess I'm thinking a lot of turnover because of the poor shooting that's going on by Mayville State right now.
Agreed.
So,
yeah, I'm with you. I don't know why. I thought that number would have been higher, and it just comes down to the back and forth nature. It makes it feel like a lot of that activity should be on turnovers, but the shooting percentage is just not good right now on the one side of the ball.
When you watch a running Kentucky Derby like this, to only have 5 and 4 turnovers is astonishing.
2 of the guys one guy I should say for each of these teams that both teams rely on. I kind of put them head to head here at the half. Darius Brandt for the Comets right now has 5 points as he is one of their leading scorers, actually their leading scorer coming into this ball game. He has 5 points thus far, shooting 23% from the floor, pair of rebounds in 14 minutes. On the other side, Braden Cook, 15 points right now, shooting 65% from the floor, and honestly, 60% from the three-point line. He's 3 of 5 from downtown, no rebounds, 12 minutes for Braden Cook so far. Kind of a little head-to-head matchup between 2 guys that honestly each team needs to perform if they want to hang them in the win column.
Yeah, well, one of the statues you can hang Coach Hyatt's hat on is the fact that if you are a great scorer, you are going to be defended hard no matter what else is going on in the court. And I think they're putting that kind of pressure on this kid right now. It's they're not giving him easy looks. He's having to work for everything.
Mayville individually, again, as I mentioned, Brandt has 5 points. Also with 5 points, Smith and Bowen Webb, has 5 points as well for Mayville State right now. The only other player to score is Fell. He has 4 points. So right now, Mayville has 15 points from their starters. 4 points off the bench right now so far in this ball game. On the other side, Montana Tech led by Braden Cook with 15. He's the only player in double digits right now. Decons has 6 points. Venema with 5. He hasn't missed a shot. He's 2 of 2 from the floor as of right now. 1 of 1 from the foul line as well. On top of that, you have Asher Williams with 4. Rhett Reynolds with 4. Machad and Gonzalez each with 2 for Montana Tech right now as a team. I mentioned the other side as far as points off the bench. Montana Tech 13 points off the bench as Venema, Williams, Machad, and Gonzalez account for those points. They're coming off the bench.
And we've always known that the strength of this team is depth, and their bench it's like they can put somebody in and he could be a starter, and he could be a starter for somebody else. So That's the difference in this game right now is the bench play.
38-19, our score. The Digs up over the Comets. Frontier Conference basketball here on a Saturday night. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll get you ready for the second half, and then we're going to talk about Levi Torgerson just a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. Stay close.
Even when you have to weather the storm, even when the unexpected happens, even when the local environment slows things down, we will get you what you need when you need it. We are committed to getting you back in the seat, back to work, back to what matters. At Torgerson's Equipment, we know what matters most: community, family, working every day to make your day more productive.
$38-19, our score at the half. Montana Tech with the lead over the Comets as we get ready for the second half. Tonight marks the return of Levi Torgerson to the basketball floor for the Digs. Of course, Levi Torgerson came to Montana Tech for basketball, was brought in by Coach Adam Hyatt to play basketball, has been on the basketball team, joined the football team a couple years ago when his older brother Kyle, I believe it was knee problems, he was out for the season. They needed a slot receiver, and they went, hey, Levi, do you want to come in and take some snaps for us?
Great story.
And so he comes in and has played the last I think 3 years, to be honest. And this year, Levi Torgerson, first team All-American. His name is in discussion for NAIA Player of the Year. I believe his numbers, I want to say his all-purpose yards ended up being around like 2,800.
Yeah.
I mean, some gaudy number. He has a punt return for a touchdown, a kickoff return for a touchdown. He has, I believe, 13 receiving touchdowns. He has 4 passing touchdowns. Yes. Levi Torgerson has just gone off this year. First team All-American honors earlier this week, and he is making his first game appearance here on the basketball team this year as the football season unfortunately officially over. But it brings up a great point. You and I talk about this all the time. I mean, obviously, he is in tremendous shape, but there's a big difference between basketball shape and football shape, John Thatcher.
Yeah, the muscles are totally different. And I don't know how long he's been back in the gym, probably a week or so. But it's like he didn't even leave, and that to me is amazing. So he is he's just an athlete. He and his brother both. They're just from an athletic family. They were great athletes at Great Falls High, and he's just carried on further. Now, I think he's got a great shot at Player of the Year in the NAIA, but you never know. They might take the team and win the championship, and they got a star. But nobody in the United States has numbers like this kid's had this year. To throw 3 or 4 touchdown passes, return kickoffs.
Yep. The first kick of the year he took to the house for 6
That's
points.
right. I forgot all about
The
that.
first play of the year, as if to just kind of go, hey, guess what? This is what this year's going to be like. Levi Torgerson takes the opening kick of the year to the house for 6.
So how many passes did he catch this year?
As far as touchdowns or receptions?
No, just reception.
It's a school record. I want to say it ended up in the low 90s. I want to say, I think he entered the last game with like 89. I think he had like 90, probably 95, 96 receptions.
Oh, I would love to play it on this team, man. Back when we played 8 games. There were no playoffs.
Yeah.
That was in 1904.
Well, I mean, there were only 8 teams.
Yeah, and I just look at it and go, I was catching 4 to 5 passes a game, which I thought was awesome.
Big numbers.
Because we only threw 15 times a game. Now they brought the sun out. They continually brought the sun out with the passing game. But his numbers are just off the charts. I really don't think you'll find another player come in this school and break his records.
No. It's just an incredible year for Levi. And honestly, for the rest of, Levi, first-team All-American, Tell Arthur, the man, the myth, the legend from down the Missoula Valley, if you will, second-team All-American. The thing I love about Tell, when I think about Tell, I think of Tell as he's a program guy. He didn't come in as a freshman and start. He battled his way into some snaps his sophomore and especially his junior year, but really his year was this year, and he stayed and he fought for his role, fought for his position, and there's so much to be said for that in my eyes, especially in today's day and age where, you see guys that are like, well, you know what, I'm not getting the snaps I want, I'm going somewhere else.
Absolutely.
Tell battles through and has an incredible year, second team All-American. Just a great year for him. And then, the rest of them from there. So, I don't know. But, Levi Torgerson, go ahead.
There's only one word that defines Tell. From progression from his first year to being a second-team All-American, it's called hard work.
Yep.
Also, mental attitude, because most people don't want to do what this kid did to get as good as he is. So, I'm proud of the fact that he was as great as he was.
And that is the situation. So again, back to sorry, we have a real problem. We get wandering. But again, talk about that difference of, you think about a guy, he's in incredible shape. He's a slot receiver, he's a kickoff returner, a punt returner. His lungs are excellent. But the difference between football shape and basketball shape, you obviously can speak to that.
Well, the lungs in football are different than they are in basketball. Basketball is a nonstop game. Football, you get a break, get a timeout, you get a huddle, you got all kinds of things. And you go off the field. If you're an offensive player, don't play defense. So you get a lot of breaks. You don't get a break in this game. And your muscles have to acclimate themselves to this game.
Montana Tech with the basketball as we get underway here in the second half. Again, thanks for joining us here on Digger Vision. As the Digs leading 38-19, they're led by Braden Cook with 15 points. Hayden Decon. Decons gets it back. Ball fake. Wants the baseline. Well defended.
Stepped on the line.
And he will go out of bounds. The ball will go to the Comets. So again, another reminder, the Digs on the road, they have a pair of non-conference here before Christmas. They're at the Grizzlies, and then they'll play an exhibition game in Fort Benton. An incredible tradition that Coach Hyatt has started here over the last couple of years. Kind of leaning into his seniors and giving them a quote-unquote real home game, if you will. And the Digs will be playing in Fort Benton for Hayden Decons next week. Decons gets it. Decons into the lane, spins, bounce pass inside to Reynolds. Reynolds to Decons. Ball fake, he'll attack, whistle, and a foul.
Tremendous passing between Decons and Reynolds. I'll tell you, that's Rhett Reynolds is as unselfish as you'll ever find a player. There's a lot of times I think he can use a little jump hook, or he's not afraid to give it back up, and he understands that role, and he's really good at it.
Decons at the line. His first is up and good. Again, a look at Decon's numbers here. Tech leading by 20. Decons, 17 points a game, 61% from the foul line. He's the only guy, I think, in our couple of years of calling the games, but the only person I've ever seen be able to shut down Sindhu Diallo.
That says a lot.
That
right there.
says a lot. Sindhu playing in the top tier division over in the Middle East right now. Tearing it up. Mayville. Bowen Webb down the right side of the paint. Pulls up from 7, no good. Rebound, batted around. Montana Tech gets it. Braden Cook. They'll move it across to Decons. Diggs into the zone. Tech leading by 20. Lawrence, Reynolds, now to Cook. Peffer fighting his way into the lane. Wrap around pass to Decons. Decons, shot no good. Good defensive pressure that time. Ford was leaning on him. Comets into the paint. Pass comes all the way back out. Frontier Conference action here on a Saturday. Remember, Montana Tech in action tomorrow as they'll take on Valley City. Long range 3, no good. Rebound, Cam Lawrence. Lawrence. Decons, down the floor we go. Decons. Reynolds. Montana Tech. A lot more deliberate in the offensive zone here their last couple trips here in the second half.
Both teams are being more deliberate.
Reynolds. His skyhook won't go. Back the other way come the Comets. They'll put on the brakes, move it up top to Ford. Boy, the way Ford started, I thought he was going to have a good first half, and boy, he was quiet there as that one continued. Ford fighting down in the block. He'll reverse, shot no good.
Reynolds with great defense. Wouldn't let him get to the rim.
Cook down to Decons.
Both teams have slowed their game down. They're running their stuff now.
20-point lead for Montana Tech. They've been up by as much as 22, and they have led since word go. Peffer on the far side. Peff making his way through. He puts it up, hits the front of the iron, no good.
Had a mismatch. Stronger and taller.
Tech is 0 of 2 so far here in this second half. Comets are 0 of 3. Comets down the right side. Through the lane, floater is up. Decon's going to get the foul as Eamon Moore put up the floating shot.
Yeah, both coaches went in and talked about ball movement and strategy. Instead of running the Kentucky Derby or a track meet, which both teams are doing in the first half.
Big time. Moore at the line. His first here is up and good. So Moore, that's his first point of the day. 1 of 1 from the foul line. He's 0 of 4 from the floor and 0 of 2 from downtown thus far. He has 1 steal for the Comets. Tech leads by 19. Moore's second is good. Man, net didn't even shiver for either of them. Tech with it. Levi Torgerson down the floor. Peffer back to Torgy. Near side, Decons. Move it around the arc, left side, Torgerson. Torgerson looked at pick and roll. Now he goes down to Venema. Ethan Venema had a strong first half. Spins to his left, shut off. He'll put it up with the right hand, comes up short.
Good, solid post defense.
Coast to coast, shot won't go. But a bump whistle and a foul, and Carson Peffer going to be called with it. So Peff will pick up the personal. Foul's really not an issue here as we're in the second half. Peffer's second.
That's another surprising thing besides the turnovers. Nobody's in foul trouble.
Especially at that pace, you would we expect some fouls stacked up here.
Referees are letting them play.
Smith gets the first down. Smith, leading scorer right now for Mayville. 6 points thus far. 1 of 3 from the floor, 3 of 4 from the foul line. Mayville right now only 7 field goals, 24 minutes in. Second is good. They're 6 of 7 from the free throw line. Levi Torgerson brings it across the line, double team coming, moves it up to Peffer. Peffer goes left side to Asher Williams. Tech 0 of 4 so far here in the second half. Great move, Decons. Boy, he just left the defender and puts it up with the left
They've
hand.
been taking that away from him all night. That's a strong suit.
Comets into the lane, pass to the wing. Pass goes out to Griffin. Long range three. That one comes up short as Bowen Webb put it up from way downtown. Torgerson across midcourts. Pass to Peff, near side. Williams, Asher Williams. Good reverse. Boy, just cuts through the double team. Asher Williams puts it up at the left hand. He has 6 points. 20-point lead for the Digs. Into the lane, big collision, and an offensive call on Eamon Moore.
Definite elbow to the stomach. That couldn't feel too good. He
No.
hit his hip. I see him. Decons is kind of, he wants to come out. That poor kid gets beat up.
Well, like
He
I talked
needs
about,
a football uniform.
truly. You know, I talked about it in the pregame, the how hard he plays and the intensity he brings. He only gets, the other team's going to match him on that intensity. And he has had the tar beat out of him to this point. And, we're not even to the new year yet. Mashad, Kalonjis. Asher Williams, great take again. Asher Williams counted the foul.
They got to reach. Instead of trying to draw a charge on him, they're trying to reach for the ball, and he did a great job of protecting it.
The freshman with 8 points as of right now. The true freshman, averaging 7 a game, shooting 52% from the floor as a freshman. And we're going to get a timeout. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take one as well. The Digs up 45-23, matching their biggest lead of the night. With the timeout, we'll take one. We're back here in just a minute. Back here once again as we're about 5 minutes into this second half. Montana Tech leading 45-23. Frontier Conference action here as we make our way through a Saturday.
Yeah, the clock's the Comets' enemy right now. They need to get some quick buckets, and they really have not had a big run against Montana Tech. And, of course, Montana Tech's defense has a lot to do with that, but they've got to find a way to make an 8 or 10 or 12-point run to get back in this.
We'll see if we can track down some scores here as we go. Asher Williams to the line gets a 3-point play for the freshman. Montana Tech leading 46-23. And Williams with 9 points so far in the ball game. Head fake, driving, Griffin. Griffin's shot no good. Venema goes up and gets it.
Williams changed his shot. Great defense.
Tech up by 23, their biggest lead of the night. Braden Cook out on that left side, still the leading scorer in the ball game. He has 15 passes taken away. Smith with the steal. Smith through the lane. They'll kick it out on the edge. And stepping out of bounds. That's going to be a turnover to Montana Tech. That drop step. I don't know why. It feels like we've seen it a ton here over the last couple of years.
Yeah, we have. You don't have a lot of space down there. I don't know, 3 to 4 feet. When you take that rocker step, it gets you in trouble.
So as the Digs take her down the floor here, we have a break. We'll get you some score updates. Montana Tech with it. Cam Lawrence into the offensive side. Lawrence. Gonzalez. He'll hand it off. Josh Kulonjis into the lane. Floater is up. No good, but a whistle and a foul. So Josh will go to the line here for the Digs. And as we do that, let's take a look here at some scores. Rocky Mountain College all over Bismarck State, 65-29. 11 minutes left in that one. Western leading Valley City, 65-56. That one with 12 minutes left. Dakota State leading Providence on the men's side, 55-50 with about 16 minutes left. Carroll College up over Dickinson, 57-43 with 15 minutes left. Mayville lost it, ball on the ground, picked up. Asher Williams gets the steal. Coulon just down the floor. He'll go through the lane, shot blocked. And the Comets in transition, pass tipped out of bounds. And that will remain Mayville basketball.
Both teams going up-tempo again, and it's getting pretty sloppy, to be quite frank with you.
The only other game I missed, Northern is hosting Bellevue on the men's side. They're tied up 49 all. So a lot of Frontier action here tonight. The inbound left side down to Perry. Perry in the corner. And Connor Mashad's going to be called with the foul.
Yeah, he grabbed his arm on the drive.
Team foul number 3 on the Digs. Again, thanks for joining us here. A couple of the football players making their presence felt. Driving into the lane, ball stripped away. Turnover will go to the Digs. Levi Torgerson down the floor. He'll lay it up as he was trying to get it to Asher Williams. That one's taken away. And Mayville back into the offensive side.
A good point guard gets it slowed down.
Around a screen, in the lane, jump shot is up and in for Isaiah Smith. Smith has 9 points. He is the leading scorer for Mayville right now. Torgerson. Mashad now to Williams. Williams, Gonzalez. Montana Tech moving it around the arc. Torgy around a screen. Near side, Asher Williams, little shake and bake, steps back, rolls it into Gonzalez. Gonzalez spins to his right, good defensive pressure. Williams in the lane, whistle, and a foul. He gets bailed out by Isaiah Smith.
Yeah, he did get bailed out. He got shot really slow. Unfortunately, got fouled on it.
Held onto it till the last second, saw that the block was coming and the shot clock was also down and maybe inside 1 second. And at the line, again, Asher Williams. So the young freshman will step up. He'll shoot himself a pair. First is off the back of the rim, no good. Again, here's a look at his numbers. 70% from the foul line so far this year, averaging about 14 minutes a game. Has just been fantastic to this point. And he gets 1 of 2.
Getting the opportunity to do some things very few freshmen get to do.
Yeah, it's one thing to come in and get some minutes and kind of get worked into it, but he is making impacts.
Yeah, he certainly is.
Comets into the offensive side. Digs up 48-25. Bowen Webb hands it off to Smith. Smith into the high post. He'll turn and fire. That one's good. Isaiah Smith off guard, able to go up and put that one down. He has 11 points. Tech into the offensive zone. Torgerson puts on the brakes. Moves it around left side to Lawrence. Lawrence, Gonzalez. Near side, Braden Cook. Cook, no look pass, Gonzalez. Marty trying to find space. Marley's shot won't go. Comets in transition. Good ball movements. And Cam Lawrence going to be called with a block.
Yeah, had the right idea. Wanted to draw the charge, but he got there too late and turned his hips.
11:55 left to play here in this ball game. Tech leading by 21. They have led since the opening whistle. And at the foul line is Ollie Fell. Fell has 4 points so far on the night. His first free throw attempt here is up and out, no good. The Comets are 6 of 8 from the foul line here tonight. And the Digs still up by 21. Fell's second. Shot is on its way, hits the iron, no good. Rebound tipped out, Montana Tech basketball. So the Digs down the floor, Torgerson directing traffic, moves it out to Lawrence. Lawrence through the lane to Torgy. Torgy fires his three-point shot short. Connor Machad has it, able to move it out to the wing. Braden Cook gets another one. Cook has 18.
Don't leave him alone, but you didn't have a choice, and because they've been defending him real well at the start of this second half.
Jump shot in the lane, won't go. And on the rebound, we're going to get a whistle and a foul. 11:25 left to play. Comets ready to sub in here. And Fell's going to be called with a foul. That's his third. Decons is back in. Cook, Decons, Cam Lawrence, Rhett Reynolds, and Connor Machad on the floor for the Digs. Back in for the Comets is Josiah Sunby. Tech across the timeline. Montana Tech up by 24, matching their biggest lead of the night. Decons, 9 points on the day with 6 rebounds and 4 assists. Pick and roll to Reynolds. Reynolds finding space, moves it out. 3-point shot is up and out. And back the other way go the Comets. Cross midcourt on the wing. They'll back it out to Sunby. Sunby hands it off to Smith. Smith in the lane. Puts on the brakes, turns, fires, and gets it.
He is really good in that paint. You got to fall away. Can't get a hand on him.
Isaiah Smith, 13 points. He is the leading scorer for Mayville, the only one in double digits. Braden Cook drives inside the arc. Cross-court pass to Lawrence. Lawrence to Machad, back to Cam. Cam, his floater through the lane is up and in. Cam Lawrence, only his second shot in his first basket here of the night.
He was totally in control of his body movement.
Long range three, Smith put it up, no good. Actually, that was Bowen Webb, my apologies, with the shot. And Tech into the offensive zone. Lawrence feeds it down to Machad. Machad, Reynolds, out to Decons. Decons drives baseline, now reverses into the paint. Off the glass, won't go. Rebound by Brandt. Back the other way. Long range three is up and out, no good. Lawrence with a rebound.
Tech's gotten into the same grooves that they got to just settle down here and run their stuff.
Decons to Reynolds.
No need to be in a hurry.
Tech shooting 35% this half. Lawrence in the paint, puts up another nice touch shot and puts it down.
Total mismatch down there.
Lawrence with 4 points. And Mayville into the offensive side here. Tech up 55-29, their biggest lead of the night. Sunby up. 3-point shot won't go. Diving for it on the ground is Sunby.
I think they're going to call a foul.
As Braden Cook came up over the top. And I believe you are right. 9 minutes left to play here in this ball game. And that is the case, as Cook will pick up the personal foul. 55-29 our score. The Digs up over the Comets. 9 minutes left to play here in the ball game. We'll take a break. We're back here just a minute.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jessica Reisig, an orthopedic surgeon here in Butte, Montana with specialty training in foot and ankle. I chose orthopedic surgery because I get to actively help my patients enjoy their lives. The human body in general is just really amazing. The way everything works as a unit, the way the bones, tendons, muscles all work to function and just make people move is something that I've always found incredibly fascinating. And there's nothing more rewarding than seeing a patient get better because of the work we did together.
Nine minutes left to play in regulation. The Digs up 55-29. Frontier Conference action here on a Saturday. Let me get our other scoreboard up. We'll get you updated. We'll continue to update you here as we go. So Bellevue up over Northern by 4 with 7 minutes left. Carroll up 63-47 over Dickinson with 11 minutes remaining. Dakota State leading Providence 66-58. That one in Great Falls. 10 minutes left to play. Rocky all over Bismarck 73-39 with 5 minutes left. That one also in Billings. Lob pass comes out to Moore. Western leading Valley City 74-68. That one with about 6 minutes left to play. And that is our final one. Tech into the offensive zone. Cook, Reynolds. Reynolds spins left, steps through, goes with the sky hook. Won't go, but Hayden Decons is there for the tip.
Got to be careful. They almost hit his head on the rim. He got up so high. He was up.
Yes. Decons the other way defensively. Fall-away jumper won't go. As Stroman that time put up the shot. Diggs into the offensive zone. Bounce pass. Down in the deep corner. Peffer into the lane. No look pass out to Decons. Decons baseline double team. He'll move it up top to Cook. Cook for 3 won't go. And that one's tipped out. And here we go the other way in transition. Diggs up 57-29. Down to the baseline. Moore trying to find space. Fall-away jumper from 7 is no good. Reynolds with the rebound.
Yeah. You're going to start walking it down the floor, run some time off of this clock.
7:40 left to play in the ball game. Decons into the offensive side. He has 11 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. Reynolds puts it on his hip, hands it off to Cook. Cross court, Williams. Williams baseline. Throws it out to Pepper. Touch pass taken away. Transition. Bowen Webb. Shot blocked. Back up and in. As that one falls in for Mayville. Following that shot was Griffin. Diggs leading by 26. Big night for Montana Tech. As the ladies steamrolled in the opener. Montana Tech men up here. Peffer for 3, no good. Long rebound, Asher Williams hauls it in. Williams has 10 points on the night. Montana Tech with a fresh shot clock. Peffer. Around a screen, Williams into the high posts. We're going to get a whistle and a foul as Peffer and Eamon Moore were tied up. Moore is going to be called to the hold. And Carson Peffer will go to the line.
He and Peffer have really been having a battle out there tonight. I was wondering when
Yes.
somebody was going to make a comment or...
Yep, agreed. So Peff will go to the line. Peff, look at his numbers here, averaging 10 points a game. He's 43% from the foul line. Obviously graduated early from the John Thatcher free throw program. Front half of the bonus, no good. Gets his own rebound back up. Peffer, no. Second is up. Venema puts it up and in.
Venema's kind of been quiet since the first half.
Agreed. Perry here on the near side, and an offensive call as Perry will be called with that lead arm push. Does it feel like that's been a call of interest this year? Does it feel like we've seen it more?
You know, I think we have, but when teams push the ball like this and they get into close contact, that's just a human nature thing to do. And that's exactly what happened there. He's in too big a hurry to get where he wanted to go, and the defense played real well.
Montana Tech pass is going to go over the head and out of bounds. So the turnover will go to the Comets. Quinn checks in here for the Digs. Eli Quinn, the redshirt freshman from Frenchtown. He'll get his first minutes here tonight. We did see him last week a little bit. Comets setting it up as Devin Griffin. Griffin, far right wing. Spinning up top. They'll lob it down in the paint, taken away Asher Williams. Williams gets the steal. Stutter step to Venema. Venema hands it off to Coulanges. Coulanges through the lane, whistle, and a foul.
Yeah, Tech right now is spacing things out so well. Coulanges very easily got into the paint.
So Josh Kulonjis at the line. And the front half of the bonus is up and good. Kulonjis, 3 points so far here in the ball game. He's played 9 minutes. And back to the line for his second attempt. Shot rattles out. And back the other way come the Comets. Montana Tech by 29. Step through the lane to the up and in. As getting the basket there is going to be Fell.
Good hard take to the bucket.
Fell has played hard here tonight for the Comets. Venema. Venema looking to his right the whole way.
Had him on the back door, missed it.
3-point shot, Williams. That one rims out. Offensive rebound, Quinn, and he'll get the put back.
Well, if you want more playing time, there's how to do it right there.
Through the lane, spinning down there is Perry. He'll clear it out to the edge. Pull-up jump shot is up and in. Nice-looking shot by Isaiah Smith. He has 13. Smith, the leading scorer here for Mayville tonight. Across the timeline, Kulonjis. Dribbling right, Josh. Drives into the high post. Ball comes out, bounce pass underneath to Williams. His shot no good.
Yeah, late whistle, he got him bad.
So that will put Williams at the line.
Williams is taking a little beating tonight. He got on this last play down here, I don't know if you saw it, he got hit in the nose and the mouth with a hand.
62-35, the Digs up over the Comets. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout for substitutions and a full timeout on top of it. So with it, we'll take a break as well. Montana Tech leading 62-35. We're back here after this.
Nucor is a great company. They care about their people. They care about the environment.
I've never been restricted to fall in a box. I've never been told that I can't do something.
I saw it as a great opportunity to develop a career.
You create your own destiny at Nucor.
We're building something bigger out here at Nucor. Come join us.
(62-35). Look at your cat-like reflexes.
I am quick.
John Thatcher nearly knocked his water bottle down, and that was impressive.
I put the ick into quick. Buddy.
Holy man. You look like your brother Chunky diving after a piece of chicken. 4:55 left to play. After the timeout, Montana Tech will bring in Lane Love. Also out there, Josh Kulonjis, Asher Williams, Ethan Venema, and Quinn is out there as well. Real young group out here for the Digs. Asher Williams, I mean, we keep talking about the young man, but boy, I'll tell you, he has made a splash here in his freshman year.
Yeah, when he gets stronger, he's going to get better, and he's going to have a great 4 years here.
His first free throw attempt here is up and out, no good. Williams is 2 of 5 from the foul line. He came into this ball game shooting 69% from the free throw line, and he gets the second one through. Digs up 63-35, 4:55 left to play. Bowen Webb brings it into Fell, and down the floor come the Comets. Bounce pass, Smith. Smith drives, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul up top, and that one is going to go against Owen Long.
Yeah, Owen had his hands all over his hip.
Owen, the junior, out of Three Forks. 4:43 left to play here in this ball game. Montana Tech spreads out defensively. The inbound comes up top. Bowen Webb with it. He'll turn and fire, and he gets it. Bowen Webb has 8 points on the day. He's 2 of 9 from downtown. Long, down the floor, Quinn. Quinn, double teamed, looking for a drop pass, gets it off. Kulonjis. Quinn moves it around the arc, left side. Venema. Back to Kalonjis. Quinn for three. That one off the glass, no good. Big rebound, Venema. Venema back up with the left hand and converts.
That kid is solid. He's just a solid basketball player.
He's incredibly long.
Yeah, he is really long.
And honestly, for and not taking anything away, you look at him, he looks so thin, but he plays really strong for how thin he is. Long range three. That one is no good. Rebound controlled by Love. And back come the Digs the other way. Long, far left. Kalonjis. Josh will attack. Puts it up off balance. That one rolls out. Rebound, Quinn. Quinn to the wing. Tackle readjusts. Venema's going to pop. Venema, no good.
Even the big's got to get a three out once in a while. Good for him.
320.
Yeah.
Good for him,
Good
you
for
say.
him. Yep.
That whistle right there would have been the last whistle he heard on the floor. You'd have put him on the bench. Don't give me that good for him.
He would have never been on the perimeter, so maybe I wouldn't have put him on the bench.
Point. I'll give you that. 25-point advantage for the Digs. Venema will check out.
That guy had to be a real issue in high school.
Yeah. He was on, that run of Manhattan Christian
Yes.
teams. There's that Belich guy that, off this roster that, this Montana Tech team that he was part of that. Down the floor, Vogel, the intended target, swatted out of bounds. I haven't talked to the crew from down the road to Manhattan Christian. Now that Belly, obviously had the incredible career at Manhattan Christian, now the head coach at Manhattan, that's got to be a little bit weird for him to put on black and orange.
Yeah, you're right.
Through the lane, left-handed scoop shot is up and in. Nice take that time by Perry. Gabriel Perry, a 6'3" senior guard. Chandler, Arizona.
Well, they're people coming off the bench. You're playing against a lot quicker people than they're used to, and that's their learning process they got to go through. You got to develop yourself. It's like playing against a big and you're small. You better find a way to play with them. You can't really coach through that very often.
Foul line. Perry knocks that one down. The roster. So we're going to get a whistle and a foul in the backcourt here as Isaiah Smith was there defensively. I found myself looking at the Mayville State roster, and I'm telling you, they are all over the place. Minnesota, Florida, Arizona, New York, New Mexico, California, Georgia, Wisconsin, Nebraska, Kansas.
Where's Canada when you need Canada?
That's amazing.
Yeah, every part of the earth they're on. How do you find them?
Williams.
Well, I know how you find them, but how do you get them to come to Mayville State?
And Williams knocks that one down. Montana Tech will call a short timeout. 2:49 left to play here in the ball game. Remember, tomorrow, Montana Tech in action. Valley City will be in town as the Digs will take on Valley. The women will play at 3. The men will follow at 5. And, of course, we'll have those for you here on Digger Vision. Let's get some scores. Valley was running Western down to Dillon. Let's see if we can get an update here. Western up by 10 over Valley with under a minute left. So it looks like Western going to get the win there. Rocky beat up on Bismarck 91-50. Carroll up by 25 over Dickinson with 6:50 left to play. Dakota State leading Providence by 10 in Great Falls with about 6 minutes left. Bellevue up over Northern by 6 with under a minute left. And those are the Frontier games here this evening. Okay.
Frontier Conference. You got to love the Frontier Conference. I happen to think it's 12 teams. There's 2 or 3 weak teams right now where they've got to go through a recruiting process or just find some better players. And then you come in and play 4 or 5 teams are ranked in the top 25 in the country.
Yeah.
It's a tough conference. This is the strongest conference in the country.
You know, I think without question, I want to say, I believe there were 6 schools in the, I want to say like the top 30 as far as strength of schedule and FPI, that kind of thing. It's just the Frontier is incredibly good. And then the other side, like I say, if there are teams that are down or schools that are down a little bit, I mean, remember what LC and Westminster did for this Frontier Conference. They made everybody so much better because you had to go compete with them.
Yep.
And that's only going to be the case, you know, moving forward for everybody.
Well, I just look at all the talent and athleticism that all these teams bring in, even if they're young and maybe not quite as strong at every position. Athleticism today is just amazing.
At the foul line, Isaiah Smith. Smith, his first is up and good. Leading scorer on the floor for Mayville. He has 16 points tonight. He's 5 of 6 from the foul line, 5 of 7 from the floor. And Smith gets ready for attempt number 2. And that one rims out. Asher Williams with the rebound.
Need to move the ball.
Quinn, pass intended for Quinn, stolen by Mayville. To the rack, an offensive call.
Yeah, great call.
As Eamon Moore got that lead elbow up, gave it a little shove, got some separation, and went to the rim.
I tell you, for the type of basketball game this was tonight, these officials have been really good.
23-point advantage. I feel like we should record that for him and put him in like a Christmas card. You saying that the officials were really good. Quinn across to Love. They'll alley-oop. Quinn slams it home.
Nice pass by Love.
Down the other way we go to Perry. Perry will go with the left hand and gets it in. Full court pressure again. Williams picks it up. As comes across here. Trap set. Down the floor, left side, Long. Into the offensive zone, Quinn. He'll turn and back it out to Williams. Williams into the paint. Fakes the move. Now he backs it out to Long. Owen Long, 10 on the shot clock. Long to Love. Love down the left side of the paint. Spins to his right hand. His shot won't go. Offensive rebound, Quinn, and he'll get the putback. Eli Quinn puts it down. Montana Tech up by 25. Running the lane. Nice take that time as Ollie Fell hammers it home. Tech into the offensive zone. Williams for 3. Gets it. Asher Williams.
Why not?
Might as well. Williams with 16 points. He's one of 3 scorers in double digits for Montana Tech. And that will be Orediggers basketball. Montana Tech led by Cook with 18. Williams has 16. Deacons with 11. And the bulk of those guys have not seen a whole lot of sunlight here in this second half. Get some rest for tomorrow. Quinn, baseline, bounce pass in traffic to Long. Long goes up, lost the handle, gets it back, reverse. Owen Long with the basket.
Outstanding job of staying with the ball.
28-point advantage for Montana Tech. Baseline pass comes all the way up top. Driving is Smith. Smith with the left hand hits the bottom of the iron. There's about 5, maybe 6 second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Owen Long, top of the horn, fires the 3, won't go. Offensive rebound, Quinn, and he puts it back. Eli Quinn gets another one. 6 points on the night for him. Tech up by 30. Driving baseline, bounce pass in traffic, and hammering that one home as Ollie Fell. 10 seconds left. Tech will get it into the offensive zone and put this one to bed. Williams brings it across, and this one is done. 78-50, Montana Tech will take down the Comets. Tech goes to 9-3 on the year, 3-3 in Frontier Conference play. And Mayville falls to 5-8 overall, 1-5 in Frontier Conference play with a loss here tonight, brother.
Yeah, it takes a little pressure off Tech after losing 3 home games in a row. But I thought they played really well tonight. I thought there were times he got caught up in the movement of the other team. But as always, Coach Hyatt gets his team back in playing situation and gets the job done. So great effort by them. The Comets just really struggled shooting early and couldn't unleash anything. They never had a run that was really aggressive to force Tech into playing their style of basketball. So a big win for Montana Tech here tonight.
Let's take a look here at the numbers. Mayville shot 31% for the game, 20% from downtown. They were 4 of 20 from the three-point line here this evening and 8 of 13 from the free throw line this evening. They were led by Smith with 16 points, 5 of 8 from the floor, 5 of 7 from the foul line. He also led them in rebounds with 9 here tonight. From there, you have Fell with 12 points. A lot of those coming there in the last 5 minutes or so, but Fell with a dozen. Also, Bowen Webb will get 8 points. Perry with 5, Moore with 4, and Brandt with 5 points on the night for Mayville. On the other side for Montana Tech here tonight, Braden Cook with 18 points. He played 23 minutes. He was 6 of 10 from the floor. Braden Cook led everybody with 18. Asher Williams, the freshman, 16 points, 5 of 7 shooting, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals on top of that. Hayden Decons gets 11 points. He has 8 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, and a block to add on top of that as well for the Digs here this evening. Eli Quinn with 8 points. Ethan Venema with 9 points for Montana Tech here tonight. Lawrence with 4. Reynolds with 4. Kulanjis gets 2. Owen Long, Connor Machad, and Marley Gonzalez each with 2 as well, as the Digs with a big win here tonight, 78-50, as they take down Mayville this evening.
Pretty impressive when everybody on your team gets in the scoring column. You got a lot of things to think about if you're the opposing coach or the opposing team. How do we figure all this out? Great job off the bench tonight.
78-50, Montana Tech with the win. Now remember, we have games tomorrow as taking on Valley City. Valley City will be in town. The Vikings are the opponent. The women will play at 3, the men to follow at 5. We'll have both of those for you here on Digger Vision. Once again, 3 and 5 tomorrow evening. For John Thatcher, I'm Paul Panisco. Thanks for joining us here on Digger Vision. Have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.